Are you still chasing unpaid NDIS invoices? Whether you're working with the NDIA plan managers or self-managed participants, delayed payments crush cash flow and waste time. I'm going to walk you through a practical, step-by-step system to get paid faster, without burning bridges. You'll get email templates, call scripts, escalation steps, and prevention tactics you can implement this week. Let's set expectations. Many providers see payments in 7-14 days, but delays happen. Wrong line items, missing documentation, mismatched bookings, or simple processing backlogs. Your goal is to remove friction, follow a consistent follow-up cadence, and escalate with evidence when needed. This protects your cash flow and your relationships. Before you even think about chasing an unpaid invoice, let's pause and focus on what truly matters: tightening your foundations. It's a simple shift from being reactive to proactive, but it's a game changer. In our experience, the vast majority of payment delays and disputes don't start at the payment stage. They begin with small, preventable cracks in your initial setup. This foundational work alone can resolve most issues before they even arise. It all starts with a rock-solid service agreement. This isn't just a formality, it's your primary source of truth and your first line of defense. Is it signed by the participant or their nominee services commence? A verbal agreement isn't enough. Your agreement must clearly define the scope of supports, preventing any confusion down the line. It should detail the exact rates aligned with the current NDIS pricing arrangements and specify your cancellation policy, word for word, as the NDIS allows. This empowers you to claim for short notice cancellations correctly. Finally, state your payment timeframe clearly, whether it's 7, 14, or 21 days. For plan and self-managed participants, this sets a clear expectation from day one and is crucial for your cash flow. Next, let's talk precision. Are you using the correct support item numbers and current pricing? The NDIS pricing arrangements and support catalogue is updated regularly, typically on July 1st, but sometimes with other changes throughout the year. Using an outdated item number is one of the fastest ways to get a claim rejected. Make it a habit to check the official NDIS website for the latest version, then scrutinize the details on your invoice. A tiny typo in the participant's name or NDIS number can cause the system to reject the claim. Double-check that the service dates are accurate, the units and hours billed are correct, and the GST status matches the price guide. And of course, ensure your own ABN and a unique invoice number are present. These details seem small, but they are the building blocks of a successful claim. Now for your proof. Is your evidence pack ready and robust? This means more than just a timesheet. Your service notes or attendance logs must be clear, contemporaneous, and connect the support delivered back to the participant's NDIS goals. If you're claiming for travel, is there a clear justification note explaining why it was necessary? Before you submit, perform a final verification. For NDIA managed claims, a quick check in the My Place Provider portal, or PRODA, to confirm the participant has sufficient funds in the relevant budget category can save you from an inevitable rejection. For plan or self-managed participants, your invoice, your evidence pack. It must perfectly match the service agreement. To streamline all of this, create a simple one-page evidence checklist for each core service you provide, whether it's support coordination, therapy, or SIL. This empowers your team to get it right every single time, turning your invoicing process from a source of stress into a smooth, efficient operation. Chasing unpaid invoices is a universal headache for service providers. It's awkward, time-consuming, and can strain the important relationships you have with participants and their teams. Yet, consistent cash flow is essential for your practice's health. That's why a systematic professional follow-up process is non-negotiable. We advocate for a simple 3-stage cadence, a gentle reminder on day 7, a direct phone call on day 14, and a formal escalation on day 21 or beyond. The principles are straightforward. Be polite, be specific, and document everything. Politeness preserves the relationship. Specificity makes it easy for them to pay, and documentation creates a factual record that protects your business. This system isn't about being aggressive. It's about being clear, consistent, and in control of your accounts receivable. Let's begin with stage 1, the gentle nudge. 7 days after an invoice is due, it's best to assume it was a simple oversight. Your first follow-up should be a friendly, non-accusatory email. The goal is to remind them and make payment effortless. Use a clear subject line like follow-up, invoice number for participant name. In the body, keep the tone light. Hi, contact name. Hope you're having a good week. I'm just following up on our invoice. Number for services provided to participant name, which was due on due date. Could you please provide an update on its payment status? Crucially, always offer help. Please let me know if you need another copy of the invoice or any other information to process it. And here's a vital tip. Always attach the original invoice to this email. This simple step removes a common barrier and saves them from having to search for it. However, if the participant is NDIA managed, your first action is different. Before contacting anyone, you must check the NDIS My Place provider portal. This is your source of truth. Log in and check the payment request status. If it's been rejected, the portal will provide a reason code. This is vital information. Common reasons include participant has insufficient funds, no active plan for the claim dates, or support category not in participant's plan. Each reason has a clear path forward. If funds are insufficient or the plan isn't active, you'll need to have a sensitive conversation with the participant or their support coordinator. If the support category is wrong, review your service agreement and the NDIS pricing arrangements. Once you've identified the error, correct it and resubmit the claim immediately. Chasing a person for a payment that was rejected by the system wastes everyone's time. Do your portal homework first. If another week passes without payment or a response, it's time for stage 2, the phone call. An email is easy to ignore. A phone call is not. It elevates the urgency and allows for real-time problem solving. Before you dial, prepare. Have the invoice details and your communication log in front of you. When they answer, be warm and direct. Hi, contact name. It's your name from your organization. I'm calling to follow up on an invoice for participant name that's now 14 days overdue. I sent an email last week and just wanted to connect to make sure there aren't any issues. This frames the call collaboratively. Ask open-ended questions like, could you help me understand the status of this invoice? If they say it's been paid, ask for the remittance advice. If there's an error, offer to fix it on the spot. I can correct that and resend it to you right now. What's the best email address? The goal is to leave the call with a concrete next step. Immediately after you hang up, complete the most critical part of stage 2, documenting the conversation. Send a brief, polite email recapping what was discussed. Use a subject line like, summary of our call today regarding invoice number. In the email, write, hi, contact name. Thanks for your time on the phone. As discussed, you will action they agreed to, for example, process the payment by Friday. On my end, I have action you agreed to, for example, resent the corrected invoice. This email creates an undisputed paper trail. Then update your internal communications log with the date, time, person spoken to, and the outcome. This log is your evidence, demonstrating your professionalism and is invaluable if you need to proceed to the final stage. When an invoice is 21 or more days past due and you've had no success, it's time for stage 3, formal escalation. The tone now shifts from friendly to firm, while remaining professional. Your communication should be a formal email titled, Final Notice, Overdue Invoice Number. This message must clearly reference your previous attempts at contact, using dates from your log. For example, further to our email on date and our phone call on date, invoice number for amount remains outstanding and is now significantly overdue. State a firm deadline. Please ensure payment is made within the next 5 business days to avoid further action. You should also indicate what that further action might entail, as outlined in your service agreement. This could include pausing services, or as a final resort, engaging a debt collection agency, or lodging a claim with a small claims tribunal. This step is serious, but by following a clear, documented process, you show you have acted reasonably at every turn. Constantly chasing unpaid invoices is a reactive, stressful cycle. It drains resources and pulls focus from service delivery. The real win, the secret to healthy cash flow and a calmer NDIS business, lies in prevention. It's about building a fortress around your revenue, not just chasing it after it's gone. This starts with a non-negotiable weekly accounts receivable review. This rhythm helps you spot issues before they escalate. Supplement this with automated reminders for invoices at 7 and 14 days. This prompts timely action without constant manual effort, keeping cash flowing. Next, implement strict version control on pricing and NDIS line items. The official pricing arrangements change, and an outdated code means a rejected claim. Maintain a single master price list that your entire team works from. This simple discipline eliminates a huge source of avoidable errors. Create a standard evidence pack for each service type. What does a complete claim look like for therapy versus support work? Define it, then create a simple claim submission checklist for staff. This empowers them to get it right the first time, drastically reducing rejections. Establish a central communications log. When you follow up, every call and email about a claim must be logged in one place with the date and outcome. This single source of truth is invaluable for escalations, providing a clear history and preventing duplicated effort. Your service agreement is your foundation. Ensure it includes crystal clear payment terms and a predefined escalation pathway. For example, a reminder at 15 days, a phone call at 21. This sets clear expectations with participants and plan managers from the start. Finally, assign a single owner for AR follow-ups. When everyone is responsible, no one is. A dedicated owner builds expertise and accountability. Remember, a consistent, system-driven approach always outperforms sporadic chasing. These systems create predictability, allowing you to focus on your mission. If you follow this cadence, foundation checks, July 14th 21 follow-ups, and accurate documentation, you'll cut payment times and reduce disputes. If you'd like plug-and-play templates and one-on-one guidance tailored to your service type, Endipreneur can help. Get paid faster with Endipreneur coaching. Website endipreneur.au. Phone 1800 595 171. Join the community. Facebook group link in description.